Okay, so we were talking about the laws of thermodynamics and energy conversions. And so you remember that the second law says this, that as we go from one form of energy to another, that energy quality starts to degrade. And so we start to lose energy, for example, as heat. And so this is an interesting table that shows the energy conversion processes in different ways that we use them and how efficient they are relative to one another. So let's look at this in more detail. So for example, a plant converts light into chemical energy. And notice that its efficiency is not that great. So a lot of that light doesn't get put right into chemical energy, it is lost. But if you compared that to, say, for example, a solar cell, which is right here, this is actually more efficient. So we've learned something about how to create more efficient conversions of light to electricity. So depending upon the type of solar cell, it could be up to 42%. When we look at steam locomotive, right? So this is where we took coal, we turned it into heat, we heated water, and then we powered a turbine, then that was not very efficient. If we look at some of the other efficiency ones, the home furnace, like a modern day gas furnace, chemical energy to thermal energy. This is producing heat, right? It's pretty efficient at doing that. Anyway, so it's interesting to look at these. We can also look at how we can create electricity, say, for example, from coal. So we have a coal burning plants. How does it turn coal, which is a type of chemical energy, into electrical energy? So let's look at the process of that. So we take the coal and we feed it into a boiler, which is going to burn the coal and produce heat. That heat then heats up water. And so one of the things that you'll notice when you drive by one of these plants is that they are releasing steam, which also releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So this would be a mechanism of getting more. We're burning fossil fuels, so we're producing more carbon dioxide for greenhouse gases. We also see that steam then turns a turbine. So we're turning that into mechanical energy, and the turbine actually then turns, and as it does, it produces electrical energy. So you'll notice that at each level here, we are losing energy. So we lose energy here as heat. We lose energy here as heat. We lose energy when we condense the water as heat. We're also producing ash and sulfur, which can be a problem if it gets into the atmosphere. Sulfur can lead to acid rain. So it can acidify the rain, which is a problem for some forests or ponds and streams, for example, if they get too much acid in them. And then we turn that into electricity. So this energy conversions can be seen. And what we want to do is we want to make it so there's fewer conversions from one form to the other, because that is going to be more efficient. And then we want to figure out how we could reduce the amount of pollution that is produced as we convert from one energy form and into another.